Okay, so the other day I was going for a walk. Perfectly normal. I mean, I go for walks quite a lot. I like it outside. So I went for a walk across this field that's near where I live. Where I live, I'm surrounded by just like a million fields. So I went for a walk across the field. And then I got lost. Now this might sound stupid for, you know, going across the field that's directly next to your house. But I get lost a lot. And I mean a lot. I get lost going to shops across my road. But I got lost this time, properly lost. No idea where I was. I was looking for flags to tell me which country I was in. That's how lost I am. And I live in England. It's an island. Regardless, I was lost. Properly, truly lost. In the middle of a fucking massive field, and there were cows everywhere and trees. So in this situation, most of you would say, why not use your phone? You probably have internet, probably have GPS. Use your phone to get home, that's fine. Easy, done. And it wasn't that I forgot my phone. That wasn't the issue here. I had it in my pocket, that was fine. My issue was with 3. Because you see, 3 do this very special thing, and I'm not sure if the other networks do it, but 3 does. And it's like this special thing where you will pay for a phone, and you will pay for so much internet, text, calls and stuff, and they'll take your money for it. And that's fine. That's how phones work. But every so often, and I say every so often, every couple of days, they will just turn it off. Not my phone, the services. Suddenly bars will go down to 0 and I will have no internet. No, not be able to text or call anyone, nothing. And today was one of those days. And they still charge you for this, by the way. I'm still paying for this lack of service, but that day was one of those days. So I had no 3G, nothing at all. And eventually, after walking for several hours, I came to a town. Now, I didn't know what town this was. It could be Paris for all I knew. But there was a town, which was good. Towns are good. Towns have people in them, people that I can ask. Unfortunately, I am chronically shy. So asking a random person on the street wasn't my strong point. So I looked for alternative routes, mainly signposts. None of them pointed home. I don't know how far I'd walked, but it was insane. Eventually, I thought I'm going to have to ask someone. There weren't that many people on the street, but there was a woman with her baby in a pram, and I thought, I'll ask her. She seems friendly, slightly tired, looking exhausted and angry, but she'll be fine. I'll ask her. Hopefully she'll speak the same language as I do if I'm still in England. But then at that point, I saw a bus come down to the bus stop. Now, I wasn't planning to catch her or anything, I had no money on me, but I saw on the side of a bush, you know where the adverts normally are, I saw free Wi-Fi, and I thought, I'm in. Free Wi-Fi, I can quickly find out on the GPS where I am. I can probably find my way home from that. Sorted. Even if it's only for 10 seconds, I can find my way. Now, I don't know if any of you have tried to use the Wi-Fi on buses before, but it is basically an assault course. You have to set up an account with a ridiculously long password, and you have to log in every single time, phone number, everything. Which means that by the time this bus had started to move off, I was only halfway done with entering my details into this account form. Now, I had 2 choices, and it would have been very simple for most of you. The woman with her pram was like there, like 2 feet away in the time it taken me to do this. She was almost at me. I could have just leant over and asked her. And the bus was there, and it was moving slowly away. And I had a choice. I could either ask this woman, this I'm sure very friendly woman, where I was, or I could chase after the bus. I chased after the bus. You can kind of deceive yourself when you really don't want to do the alternate option. I thought instead of talking to this woman, I can easily catch up with a bus. How hard could it be? I'll just jog alongside. It's not like buses go that fast. The speed limit in a built-up area is about 30 miles an hour. I can't run that fast. I can run 2 miles an hour on a really good day. For about 2 feet. So I am sprinting next to this bus, frantically entering my details into this phone as fast as I can, trying to get Wi-Fi. And I did. I managed it because we hit a traffic light and he had to stop, and I stopped next to it, and I got in and I found out where I was. I was in the next village over. I knew my way home. I was in. Now, I don't know how you celebrate when you get some kind of victory. I personally do a victory dance, which is like this. Because it's been a victory. So I was there at this bus stop, grooving out, because I had finally found my way home. And on my way home, My home is that way. Now here's an interesting fact about buses. On occasion, on some occasions, they have people inside them. And another fun fact about buses, they have windows. And yet one more fun fact about buses, because the Wi-Fi is so insanely complicated, these people usually have nothing to do. So I was in mid-dance, and I turned and froze. And there was this bus full of people. Absolutely, I mean, some of them were standing up, you know, where you have to hold onto your bars because there's no room. You would move for the old lady, but there's like 5 old ladies behind her, and you'd have to pick one. It was that full. Every one of them was staring at me. The smart thing to do, shrug it off, act cool, whistle, and walk home. I froze. For some reason I thought, their vision is based on movement. If I stay as still as possible, I've become invisible. They won't notice me anymore. No. That's not how it works. That's not how people work. It was the longest traffic light of my entire life. I was frozen there for what felt like hours. Basically having a staring match with a bus full of people who were judging me. I got home eventually. Eventually it was over. But the moral of this story is, don't sign up with 3. Or better yet, the moral of this story is, talk to the woman instead of a bus. If you are ever presented with that choice, talk to the woman. Talk to a woman with a baby, don't do what I do. This is how you succeed at life. Talk to the woman. It would have been so much easier.